Tonight, we bring you this week's flight sim news, FastCow Simulations Cicare 8R, O54 Weaverville by Orbx, FlyInside's Jet Exec, and the brand new C130J by Captain Sim. Captain who? Jesus. Hello? Hello. Everybody, happy Wednesday. Over there, you devil. Welcome to the middle of the week. That's right, friends. The halftime show, the midweek shuffle. It's time for the news, and you're all very welcome in to a nice, kind of a sunny day in Ireland. Very nice. Tonight, friends, we bring you this week's flight sim news. Just not a lot, but just a bit. And we're checking out some stuff for the first time. I haven't touched them. Literally just installed them, and let's see how all that goes. We have the Cicare 8R helicopter.
Oh, Jesus.
By FastCow Simulations. And we're also checking out a new Orbx scenery, Oscar 54. It's Weaverville Airport. It's kind of like, well, you'll see it. It's kind of like a little regional, well, it's not even a regional. It's like a general aviation airport, and there's all sorts of J's then, right? Like mad stuff, so we'll be checking that one out. And FlyInside, I didn't get a chance to check out their newest helicopter line out. And well, tonight we're going to try out the Jet Exec helicopter. There's two choppers, right? Get to the chopper now, right? And then Captain Sim has released upon us another C130. Does it have a cockpit? Yes, it does. He released the H or the E, I don't know what it was, but I got one before. I was quite impressed by it, considering. And now they've just released, I think today, the J variant of the C130. It's the next in line, powered by Rolls-Royce, and it has 6-bladed propellers, you see? And that's all I know about it. I grabbed it, I said, someone's going to buy it, so I said, we'll check it out here first. Do you know? So how has your week gone? Has it been wonderful and great? Do you know, we're at the halftime show. All sorts of stuff is going to be happening over the next 48 hours. I'm just telling you, prepare yourselves. Gentlemen, prepare to defend yourselves. And apart from that, I got a haircut. Isn't it only gorgeous? It is, Murph, yeah. You look very well for your age, considering. What's that button do? Ah, yes. Terribly slow frame rate. Why are the frame rates slow on that camera on that scene? Does anyone know this, right? I mean, in general, these frame rates, they're fast. But in this case, they're not terribly fast, right? But anyway, we should ramble into the chat. What you talk, bald spot? Fix your eyes. Nothing to do with bald spots at all. Anyway, who's here in the chat? You're all very welcome in. And well, Chalks is here. Good evening. Super Typhon, 30 degrees here in Canada, eh? With the Jesus, it's hot. It's hot in Canada. Vacuum rumbles in. Airwolf is in the house. Old veteran 965. He says, howdy all. Ready for the non-news and ready for Friday's real news. Exciting times ahead. It's great to see you, Scott. Fierce Wolf is here looking fierce and wolfy. Sir Campsalot, a very good evening to you, my guy. Hope you're well. Night Zepp is here. But the Jesus, 46 months. 46. He says, bonsoir, Murph and Fireflies. Back from the holidays in France. Weather was mixed. Food and drink utterly marvellous. Night Zepp, you're very welcome back. The place just hasn't been the same without you. Right, well, loads of photos if you can, and tell us all about your adventures in the realm. Right, brilliant. Now, where are we? We're over here, look, we're pressing buttons. Now, let me see. Bell Bro is here, welcome aboard. What's the news today? We're about to get started. Nutty Snack is here. He's saying about his mate Charlie from Port Arlington. Speaking of which, the ploughing championships are on. Ireland has the ploughing championships. Now, it used to be a championship about ploughing. I can plough a field. But then it turned into this kind of commercial conglomerate. It's huge. It's friggin' massive. And the traffic this evening, Jesus. The traffic this morning, Jesus. Because I had to pass it on my way to work. But Mr. Two-Tone showed me oh, hang on. Did I forget the joke? Oh yeah. It's not a joke. It's actually a great statement of fact of life. You see, friends, no matter how bad a day you think you're having, there's somebody somewhere pushing a door that says pull. Brilliant. I thought it was brilliant. So, yeah, right. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's grand. And what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. You know the do-do-do-do-do. You know, right? It was a meme. But, you know, your man doing the dance. And it just said, this is my brain 99% of the time when I'm in working. And I thought, yes, that's very fitting. That works. That absolutely does. But anyway, 6 Knots is here. Good to see you, Kieran. Happy Wednesday. PH Roy is in the house. Welcome aboard. Ozymandias, good to see you. Isidius is here. Eamon of the 1973. You're very welcome aboard, Eamon. Now, Spitfire RAF 100 is here in the chat. Good to see you, my guy. B. Carlo is here. Welcome in. Sun Jammer. He says, following a dispute with the Domestic Servants Union at Buckingham Palace, Queen Camilla, a radiant figure in white silk gown and crimson robe, swept down the main staircase and through the hall. She then dusted the cloakroom and vacuumed the lounge. Bloody hell, Sunjammer. I mean, just an insight, right, you know. D-Rave. No, D-Drave. Good to see you. And, or is it D.D. Rave? That's all he hears. Great to see you. Memphis Dunn is here. Good to see you as well. Soaring AJ. Jesus, a tier 3 for 44 months. Fnor. Thank you very, very much indeed, Soaring AJ. I hope you're well. Commander Bolosh is here. Now, just notice Port Arlington is all one word. It is. You're learning, Lee Slack. Onboard Simulations, good to see you. Wombat49. He says, happy Wednesdays, you bunch of drongos. That's a compliment, I'm sure. Good to see you, Wombat. Hope you're well, man. Alson is here. 6 Knots 10 beat the Jesus. 41 months with Prime. Thank you very, very much indeed, Kieran. Insane support. Toto rambles in. Toto2495. He says, happy midweekage, everyone. Now, and to you. Led Ballooner, good evening. Muse fan jumps in the door after cheating at some sort of driving simulation. He says, how is yous, mad jokes yous? Happy hump day. It's great to see you, Muse. Hope you're well. Scorpio49 walks in with nothing but a smile and a glass of freshly poured Merlot and some cheese. He has subscribed to the channel for 43 months. He says, good evening, Murph and all. Do we really have to wait till Friday? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I'll tell you about the journeys of my room. Yes, on Friday. Shuffle Shoes is here. Good to see you, man. Frankenstein, welcome aboard. Robbie613 is in the house. Good to see you, Robbie. You're looking well. Paparazzi is here. Happy News Day, everyone. My internet keeps going off and on for Pete's sake, he says. Who's Pete and why have we saked him? 98 Vulcan, welcome aboard. He goes, hope you have defrosted from your Iceland adventure. 'Twas a bit of crack now. We were doing some truck sim last night. Well, it was actually brilliant. It was great fun. But yes, now, Liptorius, good evening to you, my guy. Hope you're well. Flipper Alloy is here, 35 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Flipper Alloy. Lads, the support is absolutely nuts. Old Veteran says, Captain Sim, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on us all. Shame on us all? Shame on us all. It's like a name. It's like a Seamus. But yes, now, DJ Seamus, speaking of the devil, there he is. Good to see you, man. Liptorius, 10 months. Thank you very, very much indeed for all your support. And Jesus, lads, it's nuts. He's had a hype train as well. Retriever Neil is here. Good evening. Jan Drace, 36 months. Ooh, that's a while, he says. How did I survive? Thank you very, very much indeed, man. And to everyone, thank you also very much. Insane support, lads. Really do appreciate it. Cyrus T is in the house. The man of teal has rambled aboard. Energizer's here. He says, Asher Jays, there's nothing big happened at all. I see, Murph, that you were pushing the wrong button. What? That's nothing. You can't see anything. There's nothing. What? What are you talking about? Building hype, lads, right? Building hype. We've only Chewy has an old timer on his stream. It's like 60 days or something, right? That'll get bigger each day. Right, now, scraping the bottom of the scraping the bottle. I can't speak. Scraping the bottle of the... Scraping the bottle. Who scrapes the bottle? Scraping the bottom of the barrel for the news with Captain Sim. Yes. No, it just came out. It was new, hot off the shelf. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we're going to do. Airwolf is here. Welcome aboard. Now, let me see. Trixillian. A happy Wednesday. Hope you're well. Rambog Mord is in the chat. Good to see you, Rambog. Hope you're well. SK Sun says good evening. Good evening. Hope you're doing... Mighty. Bill Barrett is here. Hey, Bill. Zith. Zith is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Not Zyth, that's his evil twin cousin. But you're very welcome aboard. And Ballspot says, now, what are you talking about? Now, we're over here. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Kozaki Flyer, Murph, give the freeware FI156 Storch a try. Ooh, I'll add it to the list. Malton Aviation, Olaf from Espanol, or España. Espanol. How does one say Spain? Espanol? Did they include the L? Hello from Ireland. That's all I can say. But you're very welcome in. Right, we're over here now. Pad, good evening. FlyFly Air is in the house. Welcome in. DeBlaze. How are you, man? The Forgetful Larry. Good man, Larry. How are you, Larry? Mr. Dan is here. Hello, my dude. Zybok Dog calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. And you're very welcome in there now. Vince C is here. Good evening. He says, good evening, ladies and people. Indeed. Real Roughneck. What are we learning about today? Many things about stuff and other things, and it'll be fun, right? Now, who else is here? Anna Crusses over on YouTube, you're very welcome in. John C is here. Why can yes? Neil Brock, hey guys. Lior Taylor, P.S. Mirandai, hello there. Hope you're well. TNT Simulate, you're looking mighty. Espanol is the language. See, we got there in the end, right? We got there in the end. Muse fan, I was chatting to him only the other day. I see your message above, but sure. I was only talking to him the other day. All is well in the realm. Well, relatively well in the realm. But yes. Sticky Rice jumped in as well, along with Thrust Set Simulations. See, I can do words. Sure I can. But anyway, it's not a mad week for news, lads. There's a bit happening. And we'll jump through it here now. And, well, I suppose we'll start off with, a transition. This is how we move from one scene to the next. And in the business of whatever this is, we call it a transition. But it starts off with a sound cue. Yeah, it didn't work. Shh. It's not working at all. Yeah, I've broken that again. And do you know why I broke it? I tightened it, lads. Yeah, no, it's shagged now. Yeah, no, totally broke it. Right. Let's make a sound. Why isn't that working? What? Jesus, me light is having a strobe effect. Hang on. Right, there it is. Now, try all of that again. No, still not. It kind of did. Right, there's the light off. Bloody hell. Right, come over here now. God almighty, the whole shebang is broken. The whole thing, lads. Nothing to see here until Christmas. Right, now. Where is this now? We're over here. That'd be hilarious as Dan. What? Truck sim command. Truck sim. Not a man.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Thanks, Iris. That sorted them all out. Oh, wait, is that going to turn the other one on? Ha, no, we're grand. I'm blinded, but only on the right side. Belbro says, not a mad week for news, you say. Can we cancel Friday hype? No, Friday's going to be friggin' nuts. Right? Just make sure you're here on Friday, right? Even if you're not, be here. Anyway, this aircraft here, a Sakari 8R, it was made by FastCow Simulations. And these guys, well, they kind of burst onto the scene in 2023 at Flight Sim Expo. They jumped up onto the stage and they had an L chat and telling us about all the things they were going to do. And then they released the aircraft not too long ago and it didn't exactly get the feedback they had hoped. So they kind of said, well, Jesus, they lowered the price completely and they now have a full kind of roadmap of what they want to try and do with it. So we're going to be checking out this chopper here now shortly and exploring the scenery being powered by Orbx. But in true the newest fashion, we'll go over and have a look at the newest, friends. And a big shout out to the providers of our news this evening. We have Callum and the lads over at FS Elite. We have Vashko from msfsaddons.com. And that's it for this evening, right? And let's see what happens. Dougal McTavish, the chairman, is here. He says, evening, ladies and gents. Oh, and Murph, of course. Well, thank you, Dougal. Yes, welcome in. Very good to see you. Very kind of you to drop in like that. A dry week on the news. It has over 20 tabs. Yeah. We'll start off with X-Plane news, because I put this in the wrong location and I didn't realise it until now. So let's just go with it. Rotates MD-11. The P variant. P? Well, it's on the way for X-Plane 12. The passenger variant of the MD-11 by Rotate is coming soon, according to the developers, thanks to a new video trailer just shared. According to that developer, it's a fine piece of artwork and an accurate simulation of the classic aircraft. The MD-11 first produced in 1990 and was developed to replace the aging DC-10. Well, it entered service first with Fin Air as a passenger jet, and soon 200 of the type were eventually built. So we're going to have a look at the trailer just to show you. If anyone ever used Rotate's MD-11 in X-Plane, it's very, very good, right? And it was out before TFDI Design managed to get theirs into Microsoft Flight Simulator. And these tri-jets are absolutely gorgeous. The history around them is kind of bittersweet, because but they had a lot of problems, especially the DC-10. Lots of issues with the aircraft, safety issues. And then you had the running costs, 3 engines. So to get a passenger variant of an MD-11, well, that's rare. There's still a few cargo ones tipping around the place. You still see them on cargo flights. A lot of I think Lufthansa just retired theirs recently, but there's quite a few. But we're going to have a look at this old trailer here now, and it is X-Plane. So, don't get too alarmed. But we'll have a look at it now and see what it can do. And, we'll do a thing. We'll try a bit of music over here to see what it sounds like, will we? That doesn't fit the bill at all. Jeez, I'm having a bad night, haven't I? What's this one do? No, Jesus, that wasn't better. We'll go with this for the crack and see what happens. Just go with it, lads. So Rotate's MD-11 passenger variant on the way for X-Plane 12. And I have to say, it looks very, very nice, doesn't it? Incredible video editing here as well, but Jesus. So we kind of had a brief discussion about this the other day in relation to kind of X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim and all the sims that we're talking about, right? When you talk about X-Plane 12 or just X-Plane in general, this is pretty much where the systems of the aircraft really come alive, because the coding is absolutely nuts, right? Nuts. And we'll Rotate. They brought us the MD-80, I think. The Mad Dog was the first one, and then they continued on, and they make incredible aircraft. They really, really do. And the MD-11, the freighter variant is already in X-Plane. I've flown it many times, and now the passenger variant is on the way. So in the trailer, we saw plenty of shots of the exterior model and the internal cabin modelling. Other visual goodies as well. A number of liveries such as Delta, Thai and Swiss. And when the freighter was released by Rotate, it was met with great response from the community. So the passenger variant shouldn't be any way different. So we started off with news of X-Plane. So anyone who's in X-Plane, if you like Rotate's aircraft, and I have to say, lads, they're excellent. They really are. Well, the MD-11 passenger variant is now on the way. Now, this is what we're going to cover at the end of the show tonight. A brand new aircraft, kinda, sorta, from Captain Sim has just been released, and it features that of the C130J. the Hercules, right? Captain Sim released its next installment of the C130 collection. The C130J Super Herc is a 6-blade propeller being delivered to over 25 operators across 22 countries. What's unique with the release is the airdrop feature that comes with true-to-life physics and animations. Once you release the airdrop, you can see the crates released from the aircraft and then the parachute release with a safe landing then happening on the ground. You can even see it in action in the video. We'll have a look here now. With other Captain Sim products, it comes with a range of other visual features such as complete cabin with 3D interior, optional smoke effects, various liveries, and the removal of external tanks. There's various animations such as doors, engine cowlings, refueling hatches, and the paratroop doors as well. Captain Sim has included a classic steam gauge cockpit for the C130, simulation of classic systems, functional flares, adjustable lighting, and custom camera views. It's available now for $19.99. Lee Dixon, thank you very much. 27 months. Let's have a look at the video. So, when Captain Sim first released the Hercules, it didn't come with a cockpit, and we were like, "What in the name is this fella playing at?" And then they came along with a new C130, and they included a steam gauge cockpit. And I was really taken back by this because I said, "Holy, it's actually a good aircraft." The other C130. I haven't tried this one yet. It's brand spanking new. But we'll have a look at the trailer here to see what it's all about. It's only on for a few seconds. Have a look at this. Look, we have soundages and everything. So it's showing you like a paradrop function of cargo. Look at that. Up. And it goes all the way to the ground, look. I mean, come on, that's pretty cool, isn't it? But yeah, this thing should definitely have, definitely have a modern cockpit. But sure, listen. The changes between this and the other one, this is a 6-bladed prop powered by Rolls-Royce. And it features that of the Super Herc. And it has a couple of new features with it. Airdrop. Highly detailed and accurate model of the C130, high resolution textures, cabin with 3D windows, complete cargo cabin, custom antennas, functional flare dispensers, removable external tanks, optional engine smoke effect, AK liveries for the US Air Force. Look at that, the 815 Airlift Squadron, the Flying Jennies. The classic steam gauge C130 cockpit has an advanced simulation of the C130 systems, basically their normal procedures. High resolution textures, hundreds of custom animations, and we have flares in there as well. And also the following Captain Sim signature animations, and they do have a lot of these: radar, the radar dome, oxygen hatch, interphone, the windows, pitot plugs, breakers hatch, flags, entry door, cowlings, APU, you name it. Custom flight model with stock turboprop sound set, which sounds heavy enough thanks to the custom flight model, and an authentic C130 sound pack will be available as a free update upon completion. Ooh, so it's coming with a stock turboprop engine, but they're saying, hey, we will have an authentic C130 sound pack as a free update. Supports most features, including rain and icing effects. Supports a growing number of livery packs with numerous variants and optional equipment. So it's available. We're going to check it out in the sim to see what it's all about. I'm kind of miffed there's not a custom sound pack, but sure, listen. Gibbo Ireland is here. Good to see you, Gibbo. What's happening, man? So they do have a sound pack on the way, not out just yet. Now, moving on to sounds. Just Flight demonstrating the new RJ Professional sound set. A video that Just Flight has released, they're still working on the RJ, showing the developers going into some depth about the new sound set that have been added to the product. The developers described the progress made on the project since the update as substantial. The level of detail we see in the post's accompanying video would indicate that the highly anticipated add-on is near completion. Now, this is a 20-minute showcase. We'll pop it up on the screen here, and we'll jump ahead to where the sounds are. So, like, switches and... Do you ever see a video of Just Flight recording this stuff? I remember the Vulcan. Incredible. Let's go outside here. So we'll have a GPU firing up. Ah, Jesus. It's the finest sounding GPU ever. Aircon, right? Hey, Kaharia is here. Good to see you, Kaharia. How are you? Realistic Skoda sounds? What are you talking about? Let's have a listen out here. Great sounds, isn't there? Let's go for the engines next. Sounds like the truck from last night. So engine spooling up. Jesus. That is incredible, isn't it? What about takeoff? This is incredible, the sounds. High performance hair dryers, 4 of them. Takeoff.
Check thrust. Thrust set. Airspeed allowed. knots. Go. Rotate. Positive climb. 0%.
That sounds incredible. Jesus. Isn't that very good? So fair play to Just Flight. They've been absolutely killing this thing. So a showcase of all the sounds that they've managed to do. There's even sounds for the coffee maker in the galley and the cabin music player. They've right, nuts. Anyway, no news yet of a release date, but we know that this aircraft is getting so very, very close to release. And that's from Just Flight, the new RJ Professional. So moving on, we saw an update this week for Fenix. They updated the A320 family to version 2.2.0.351. The release brings with it several quality of life fixes and features, but mostly focus on preventing the engines from spontaneously combusting, as reported by a handful of users. Someone broke the engines. But anyway, the update also includes the extra rear window configuration of the Airbus 319, including the extra row of seats in the cabin and a brand new rear galley. The full changelog is below here, so we can see that pitch oscillation are still being actively worked on. So, you know, a fix is currently with the dev, or is in development. They've added support for physical ACARs. They've added support for Say Intentions ACARs. So Say Intentions will actually give you ACARs on the aircraft now. Added LVARs for PCA, ambient lighting, telex messages for your message display page. The list, just stuff here you just wouldn't know. Art and sound, the EFB, flight and engine models also have been updated. So it's a free update. Go check your Fenix app, and it should do the job. Dougal says, I'm having some issues with the Fenix update. Heading mode locking up for up to 40 to 50 seconds. Oh Jesus! I haven't flown the Fenix in a while. I need to get back into it. So I haven't seen this update. But it's, look at that, the window and all in the back. Like, these are so popular now flying on Vatsim. It's like they're everywhere and they're great. The 319, I don't know, what's more popular, do you think, lads? The 321 or the 319? What do you prefer to fly more? Do you know? Spinoza releases Reading Regional Airport. Is the scenery coming out? Kilo Romeo Delta Delta, formerly Reading Municipal Airport, located in Northern California between Reading and Anderson within the Shasta County. The airport opened back in 1942. Initial plans were for a civilian aviation airport, but the US Army Air Force took over the site to build Reading Army Airfield, where it was home to the Bell P-39 era Cobras and training forces. Later, it was used for aircraft refueling and maintenance, and in 1946, the US Army Air Force marked the site a surplus and was transferred back to a civilian airfield in 1949. Lots of A321s. Lots of 319s. Gibba says 319 is my favourite. It's just like the 736. Yep. It's a massive machine in a tiny body. Which I love it. I love it. There's a lot there for the A319. That's interesting. 319 for the win. Fortnite, good to see you. Captain Gamer likes the 321. Sunjammer likes the 321.
Hello there.
There's a lot there for the 319. I don't know, I think when I first flew the 321, I was like, yeah, I love this. And then I flew the 319 and I'm like, this is just better. I don't know what it is. It's the size. You have a kind of, it's built for the short hops. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. They're both excellent. Do you know? Now, let me see. Base Lunar Beta, thank you very much indeed for the follow. You're very welcome in. Fast forward anyway, Reading Regional has 2 asphalt runways, 7,000 and 5,000 feet long, with a revamped terminal that opened in 2014. The airport handles about 170 aircraft movements a day, airlines such as Alaska and United Express, bringing it to destinations like Burbank, LA, San Francisco and Seattle. From the images provided, Spinoza have recreated the airport to include custom terminal, tower and hangar buildings, and there's plenty of ground clutter as well, such as fuel bowsers, solar panels, people and vehicles. The apron parking includes light aircraft, helicopters and regional jets too. You can get the scenery right now over on simmarket.com. It's around €16 plus VAT. And again, sceneries, it's great to see sceneries. I suppose they need to be your local scenery at this stage. Do you know what I mean? I like my planes to go boing, boing. The 319 has more character. And Mr. Dan is like, no, the Tomcat. What do you want, an A319 or an A321? Tomcat, says Mr. Dan. Yeah, look, it's a scenery. It's if you're going to be flying to and from the region, if you know the airport well, or maybe you lived there or you went on vacation there, well, I think a lot of these sceneries are like, oh, look, it's nice. But I don't know. You know, Gibbo kind of coined this, I think, 3 years ago. If he's going to be compelled to buy a scenery now, it has to really do a something. You know what I mean? And I think that's the challenge a lot of developers have. So yes, they might go for some of the smaller airports, the harder to reach ones, or they might go for the big, massive international airports. But I think it's quite difficult now because the standards of scenery have gone up so much in the last 4 years. And we know what the top tier guys are. Your Inibills, your Pyragui, Orbx, all these lads up there, Flight Tampa, right? And then we see some of the mid-range kind of livery stuff or scenery stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, interesting. But anyway, Spinoza releasing Reading for Microsoft Flight Sim. It's now released. Now, Dominic Design, Nashville, that's just been released. This was previewed there, I think, last week. Nashville International Airport, the primary commercial airport serving Nashville and Tennessee. It's also a key hub for connecting passengers domestically. Serve airlines such as Air Canada, American, British, Delta, United Airlines, and a couple of budget carriers like Frontier, Allegiant, and Southwest. No release date has been confirmed, but I think it's now out. There was a nice trailer here for this, though. I don't know if you saw it. It looks impressive. This is a nice looking one. So we'll play a bit of this, a bit of Nashville here, a bit of music for Nashville, Murph. thing I will say, the lighting on the airport does look very nice indeed. You can see the signature FBO there. And Larry Gopnik says, the old carpet in B&A used to have its own Instagram account. What? Jesus. So Nashville has been released by Dominic Design. It looks the part, I suppose. Now, where we have it, over here, look, Buttonsmurf. Where is it now? It has already been released. Do I have a price on the devil? Let's see here now. Dominic Design. Hang on now, we'll do a search over here. And we'll go to Nashville. Nashville. So some of the features include, it's the full version of the works that have been completed up to now. PBR textures, dynamic lighting, custom handcrafted pavement showcasing all the imperfections, including the dirt, custom jetways, animation objects, the AI aircraft parking code, ground layer, and a handcrafted taxiway sign. It's available now through Dominic Design, available over on Sim Market. It's around $20. Jesus, that's fairly hefty now as well. About $20, lads, for you to get your hands on your own Nashville. Now, moving on. St. Petersburg. How do you pronounce this one? Is it Pulkovo or Pulkovo? Right? But anyway, after some hiatus, developer Digital Design is back with another release. This time it is Pulkovo Airport, Uniform Lima, India. It's the second largest airport in Russia, serving the city of St. Petersburg, and served by a number of Russian and Middle Eastern airlines with a large number of year-rounds as well as seasonal destinations. The developer has paid a lot of attention to detail with the development of the airport, with a detailed rendition of the terminal featuring high-quality textures. The airport has been made... The airport has made... No, it hasn't. The airport has been made immersive with a detailed terminal interior and plenty of ground service vehicles on the apron. Ooh. Furthermore, the developer has gone well beyond the borders of the airport. They've included several points of interest and custom buildings in the city itself. They include, but are not limited to, the harbour of St. Petersburg, the Gazprom Arena Stadium, and also the Lakota Centre. This airport is available right now, 1950 through Sim Market, and you can see where they've added in a couple of landmarks. There's the airport itself. They seem to have done a fair bit of work on this. I gotta say, I haven't flown much in Russia, and it's not really for anything. I just found a lot of the scenery there was a little bit hit and miss. I know Juzveki did like a Moscow pack, but I think a lot of the satellite imagery, well, it's covered in snow or it's covered in cloud. Do you know what I mean? So there was never much going on there. And again, it's the way the world is at the moment. Well, there's not going to be an awful lot of new scenery coming out, do you know? But yeah, look, it's an interesting location for sure. We saw an event there a while ago. I think Dougal was watching it. There was a huge flight on Vatsim in Russia. Massive, absolutely bananas. Hey, Bill Bard is here. Don't buy the Dominic Design Nashville yet. It doesn't have custom mesh. Oh, good man, Scotty Bob. There we are now, lads. But yeah, look, it's if you want to go flying in Russia and you're looking for St. Petersburg scenery, well, now you have one. So that's moving on. Brazil Land Games have released Brasilia International Airport for the sim. Their rendition of Brasilia International Airport, Sierra Bravo Bravo Romeo, also known as Brasilia President Juscelino Kubitschek International Airport, was the main airport serving the capital of Brazil, Brasilia. The airport is one of the busiest in Brazil and is served by airliners such as Aerolíneas Argentinas, Azul Brazilian, Gol Transportes Aeros, and Latam. The international airport has around 46 destinations in 7 countries, with the longest route to and from Brasilia being Lisbon, 4,500 mile non-stop trip operated by TAP Air Portugal with their Airbus A330-9. Ooh, that's kind of fancy. Could you imagine that? 4,500 miles. How long does that take them? The rendition of this airport includes highly detailed custom modelled airport buildings, high detailed texturing, fully replicated 3D terminal interior with 3D passengers, custom ground objects, clutter objects on the apron, and surrounding areas. A couple of pictures here. They really need trailers. Pictures don't do a whole lot of good for scenery. Sure they don't? They just don't. But yeah, I mean, flying in Brazil in the sim has always been gorgeous, stunning. Is it in Rio de Janeiro? You come in over the harbour. There's a little airport down there, right on the sea. Absolutely savage looking. The approach in there is beautiful. But this is, yeah, I don't know, it wouldn't be the most exhilarating flight, this one, Brasilia to Portugal. I mean, you're over the friggin' sea. 4,500 miles though, right? Isn't there supposed to be a Brazil World Update? There is. Santos Dumont, that's the one flybat. Yeah, so the World Update for Brazil, I think it's slated for December, if I remember hearing your correctly. And that's going to be one of the next World Updates for the sim. Anyway, the good news is this airport, well, it's priced at $9 US. You'll also need the Brazil Land Games free scenery library, which you can grab. So that's a cheap and cheerful little airport, and it's not very little, it's a huge airport. So, you know. Fortunate, negative, well, kind of. I have to try some choppers on a plane here now in a moment. It'll be great crack. Now, Jetstream Design sharing Geneva ahead of the release. Scenery developer Jetstream Design shared 25 brand new screenshots of its upcoming Geneva airport, Lima Sierra Golf Golf, and this is to release on Microsoft Flight Simulator. The team said they were entering the beta testing in the next few weeks or the next few days, and once that happens, they should have a good idea of when a release date will be. I literally can't talk tonight. I don't know what's happening. I'm hearing the words in my head, but the mouth is going about it all wrong. These are decent screenshots. Jesus, look at that.
That's a big deal.
Interesting.
Good, buddy.
Interesting. Fornax, thank you very much indeed. 25 months. You legend. Great to see you, man. Look at the cut of this. We do need a decent Geneva in the sim. I think the only Geneva we have at the moment is from, is it Redbird, I think? I like Geneva. I once turned right when I was supposed to turn left here. And Skeptic Canton was our ATC. And in fairness to her, she kind of just went with it. But like, if, you know, what are you doing, Murph? Maybe the mouth is not oiled enough. Right, you know. I have some news. Have you heard of Where to Fly? I have, Briggsy. You can't talk tonight, though. Yeah. That's what it is. I'm in anticipation for the next 48 hours. Jesus, lads, this scenery looks very nice in the screenshots, doesn't it? Highly detailed, photorealistic. But anyway, also known as the Cointrin Airport, international airport serving Geneva in Switzerland, the second busiest airport after Zurich. And no release date or a price yet, but we should find out very, very soon. Captain Gaming, you mad devil, gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you very, very much indeed. Captain Gaming, you absolute legend. Hang on there now, we need a bit of, you don't know. A zesty beverage on a Wednesday night. Captain Gaiman, thank you very, very much indeed. The legend is real.
Allow myself to introduce
myself. Brilliant. Look at Bocelli with the fancy graphics as well. Good man yourself. Bocelli, 29 months, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. Insane support, lads. Thanks a million. Right, we shall move on. Canadian Flight Sim Studios have released Kingston Norman Rogers for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Kingston Norman Rogers Airport, small regional airport 5 miles west of Kingston in Ontario. The airport mainly caters to business travellers, locals, general aviation and flight training at present. But it was once served... I need subtitles or something. It was once served to cater airliners such as Air Canada, Fly GTA Airlines. Wait, is that real? And Pascan Aviation. I feel like the Swedish Chef. Just keep talking like the Swedish Chef. Yeah, Murph, we can understand you. Canadian Flight Sim Studios' rendition of the airport includes highly detailed 3D modelling, optimised performance, custom animated objects, and high-resolution ground texturing, including seasonal textures. Ooh. You can purchase this airport for $13 Canadian over on the developer's website. So if you like flying in Ontario, ooh, I do like that. We call them a Harvard, or some call them a Texan. They're a Harvard Texan. Do you know? English, man, I can't do it. The speech isn't happening tonight. All my proper ways to talk, I've spent too much time all week pronouncing things, and now it's shagged. What does he even mean anymore? I don't know. And then, like, whatever I had left in my head was like mulch yesterday when I got my truck stuck in that stupid bridge that wasn't. Right? But yes, who's this fella over here on my other telly? Looks vaguely familiar. Dougal's over on YouTube as well. Brilliant. What is he going to be like on Friday? I'd be grand on Friday. Right? I'd be grand. Well, I hope it'll be grand. But anyway, moving on. God almighty, Sky Matrix! What more scenery? Sky Matrix have shared new Jaipur Airport, and a couple of pictures here. Victor India Juliet Papa, the main international gateway to the capital of Rajasthan, the single runway airport features two relatively new terminal buildings, and it serves as a focus city for AxConnect and Indigo. Despite its small size, the airport offers connections to the Middle East, Thailand, and the majority of the Indian subcontinent. Known for its passenger-friendly amenities and unique architecture. Jesus. I wonder, can I just get someone on the Murfliners? Just someone take over, will you? What the Jesus. Yes. Jaipur Airport won the Airport Council's International World's Best Airport Award for airports with 2 to 5 million passengers. To accommodate for continuous growth, the Airport Authority is looking to build a new airport in the coming years. Jesus, look at the lighting there. So again, very nice screenshots of an upcoming scenery. Jesus, it looks very nice actually, doesn't it? He's out of stream, more coal. It's terrible, right? It's terrible. Gin for the win, I'm telling you. Do you remember we did the Indian special with our curried scented candles? Right? We'll have to go back to India. In 2024, we'll need to go back to India just to make sure it's still there. Look at that. Look at the lighting and reflections. Jesus, that's impressive, isn't it? Isn't that impressive? That's gorgeous looking. Fair play to them. Despite not having an update for a couple of months, Sky Matrix, they've emphasised their commitment of completing the scenery. At the time of writing, the project was about 80% complete. However, the team is considering adding a full terminal interior, which could push back the release date. Nevertheless, the Jaipur Airport project is making steady progress, and will be interesting to see how the final parts of the scenery come together in the coming months. Moving on. Oh look, a scenery. Emerald Scenery Design have released Eagle Airfield, Mayaka Head for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Is it Mayaka Head? This is up in California, I think, isn't it? No, it's in Florida. Never mind. Emerald Scenery Design introducing a new addition to their portfolio. Bald Eagle Airfield, Mayaka Head. You should do more Indian flights, especially Kathmandu. Yes. Two distinct airstrips in the picturesque environment there in Florida. Bald Eagle Airfield, an expansive 3,400 feet grass runway, a welcoming gateway for general aviation and warbird aircraft. The well-maintained runway is complemented by an additional 50-foot strip of grass on its west side, providing extra space for aircraft to taxi and hold, ensuring the main runway remains clear. Adjacent to Bald Eagle is a private unlisted airstrip situated to the west. The secondary airstrip measures 1,600 feet and presents a more challenging environment. The approach to the northern end of the runway is constrained by several collidable oak trees. Oh, Jesus. That's what you want to hear. Yeah, you can bash into it. And let's have a look at it here. Oh, look at that, yeah. That's just like, it is a private airfield. It's nice, isn't it? I want to go handy with the trees, though. Nestled on a 50-acre picturesque Florida land mass, the private airstrip is a testament to the passion and dedication of its founder, Marvin Taylor, who built it 40 years ago. Today, the airfield is owned by Cletus McFarland, a prominent automotive YouTuber. I thought that was like, his name is Cletus McFarland. Cletus! Anyway, the rendition of Bald Eagle Mayaka Head is available now for just $6.99 over on the developer's website and in the InSim marketplace. Available for both PC and the Xbox. Brilliant. Now, Jesus, Baijin Habashi, Jesus did that one well, brings Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 closer to 2024 with Seasons Pack version 8 Earth Effects Edition. Ooh. Seasons have always been a highly anticipated feature in Microsoft Flight Sim, and while the MSFS team is working to introduce this natively in 2024, third-party devs continue to fill the gap with exceptional solutions for the current 2020 fleet. Fiber Strike is here! Did some flying in Southwest USA earlier. Run yourself. 40 months, Viper. Cheers, man. Bijan Habashi, one of the very first developers to introduce us to seasonal scenery in the sim, has just launched the latest version of his popular Seasons Pack, and this time it's more immersive than ever. The new Earth Effects Edition promises to bring the natural world alive with animated waterfalls, volcanoes, wildfires, and enhanced vegetation. I should really do a volcanic flight series. Right? Bloody hell. This edition introduces major updates, bringing not only seasonal vegetation changes, but also a variety of dynamic environmental effects. We have some waterfalls, Yosemite and Angel Falls in Venezuela. We have active volcanoes with lava explosions, flowing molten lava and swirling ash clouds. They have Stromboli in Italy. They have Merapi in Indonesia. They have Etna. They have Can Leon, and they have Karamiski. Just as well we didn't visit any of those in our volcano series. Wildfire animated fires with flames and smoke now appear in the sim. The Thunder Mountain wildfires bring the devastating yet striking effects of wildfires to the virtual scenery. And then Spring Terrain Mask for LA, the new feature, turns the dry brown hills surrounding LA into lush green spring landscapes. Ooh. Some screenshots here. You can see the old waterfall action. Enhanced areas include that of Yosemite. They have the Zhangjiajie Cliffs in China, the Keegan Waterfalls in Japan, and Iceland. They've even done Iceland. Brilliant. So there you can see some of the wildfires. See that? And they got smoke effects and all the jazz. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff. The new vegetation has the Joshua trees, blood dragon trees, spring flower blossoms, new 3D trees such as Pinus. Ah, no, I nearly said that wrong. Pinus. Yes. Pinus. Jesus. Pinus sylvestris in Norway. And the bloody hell rhododendrons in Nepal. Brilliant. Bloody hell. But anyway, it's available now to Sim Market. It's about €20 plus tax, and existing customers of Beegen's previous season packs get a 50% discount. As awesome and as cool as all this sounds and looks, this close to 24, I mean, you know what I mean? So, fair play to the developer, but is this kind of a little bit late in the day? Who knows? We already covered Nashville, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We did cover Nashville. Yeah, I knew I had it there somewhere. Right, moving on to some widgets now. Yes, widgets. I have to fly helicopters tonight. This is going to be a disaster. FS Widgets Navigator for iOS adds US charts in its latest update. FS Widgets Navigator, the iOS app for flight sim users, offers a smooth and dedicated or detailed moving map. Well, it was recently updated to version 1.2, bringing a significant update by adding the complete collection of US and Alaska terminal procedures. This addition dramatically enhances the app's charting capabilities. Ooh. Key features of the update include the terminal procedures, such as approach charts, SIDS, and stars, and these charts are vital for instrument flight, guiding pilots through critical phases, such as arrivals, departures, and so on. The charts are now built into the app, allowing easy access when viewing airport information. While Navigraph is widely regarded as the industry leader for flight sim charts, offering global coverage and integration with major platforms, FS Widgets Navigator presents an interesting alternative, especially for those primarily flying in US airspace. Navigraph provides worldwide charts and constant AirAC cycle updates through a subscription model, whereas FS Widgets offers a one-time purchase with an extensive collection of US charts. You can get this on iOS. It's on the App Store, priced at about $30. One single purchase gives you access through iPhone, iPad, and your Mac. Interesting. Someone's emptying the... What's the dinging? I don't know. Yeah, it's the dishwasher. Very good, Mr. Dan. Mr. Dan must have a dishwasher as well. FS Kneeboard. We're nearly there now. FS Kneeboard. Where they make it easy to access maps, charts, and notes inside Microsoft Flight Sim. This has been out a while, right? And it's primarily kind of aimed at, I think I have to say, someone who doesn't have, another monitor or a tablet or whatever. And it usually helps for those flying in VR, right? So the FS Kneeboard. So I don't know if any of you guys have used this. If you have, do let me know. But for those looking to expand their toolkit in Microsoft Flight Sim, FS Kneeboard, a third-party utility designed to replicate the functionality of a real-world pilot's kneeboard in the virtual cockpit. It allows you to access maps, charts, flight plans, and notes without pausing or exiting the sim. Extremely handy in VR. So one of the features is the detailed map integration, which is being designed specifically for VFR flying. Pilots can access moving maps that follow their aircraft in real time, showing crucial navigation data. As for IFR procedures, the tool allows users to view aviation charts right in the cockpit. Everything is fully optimized for VR, ensuring an immersive experience as it eliminates the need to remove the headset to access this sort of data. There's also nighttime mode features and brightness controls to get the display just right. FS Kneeboard's Pro version takes flight planning to another level. It allows users to import and manage flight plans directly from the sim. You can manually add or adjust your waypoints simply by dragging them on the map, and it's helpful for creating dynamic routes on the fly. The Pro version also includes a location finder and lets you search for any address or POI and add it to a waypoint to teleport to that location. Very handy for VFR. It also offers a notepad feature that you can, write down what you need. Handy. Jot down clearances, use checklists. In the Pro version, the function is fully integrated with VR, enabling you to take notes directly from within the virtual cockpit. VR optimization is particularly impressive. It features dynamic resolution controls to ensure that the interface remains sharp and readable regardless of screen or VR headset settings. FS Kneeboard also includes a red flashlight mode, which reduces panel brightness for nighttime flying. That's kind of handy, isn't it? It's available in both a free and a pro version. It's over on fskneeboard.com. The free version includes essential tools such as real-time map tracking, VFR navigation support, and a night mode. The Pro version unlocks more advanced features like waypoint management, flight plan importing, and access to the IFR charts and the notepad. The developer has implemented a flexible pricing model for the product. While there is a suggested price range of $20 to $50, customers have the option to choose their own price within that range. Approach allows users to decide the value of the product. Murph, did you already mention Avia Planner? I did. So, right, we've another, there's another alternative, if you like, to Navigraph, and it's that of Avia Planner. Now, it uses LiDO information. It's not fully there yet. You can't compare it to Navigraph, really, feature set to feature set. But it is it's like $350 a month, if I remember correctly. But it's an alternative. For me, I love Navigraph. It just works. You know what I mean? It just works. And I'm used to it, and I like the layout. I think Navigraph has gone very, very close to what I was kind of used to using something like ForeFlight. And there's a barrel load of features on the way from Navigraph as well. But yeah, Avia Planner, definitely worth a look if you're interested. And yeah. So, moving on. GSX, this broke last week. They've added water and lavatory services. That's right, friends. You can empty the lav. A new update to GSX Pro adds 2 anticipated features to the ground handling operations. They're both a water delivery service and also a lavatory service. It's no joke. If the lav backs up on the plane, you're in. Do you know, I was on a plane recently in my room, and they told us that you couldn't use the lav until the aircraft was above 14,000 feet. And I was trying to wonder why. Was it because they expected turbulence? Perhaps. Or maybe, well, I don't know. Why would they tell you can't use the lavatory until we get above 14,000 feet? Maybe someone can answer that question. It has to be turbulence. Nobody asked. I didn't hear anyone asked. I don't know. No idea what that happened. Maybe, I don't know. I've no idea. Anyway, GSX friends, we have a short video showing us what the thing can do in action. Are we ready? So we'll Jesus, I'm not popping up on YouTube. Jesus, he said hello. Did you hear him? Right, let's have a listen to this fella.
Hello. FS Dream Team is happy to announce a new update for GSX. We are introducing 2 entirely new services, potable water and lavatory. Both are accessible from the additional services menu. So, let's start with water first.
Potable water service has been requested.
Those vehicles are not starting on your parking spot, but, like catering, de-icing, or passenger's bus, they arrive from a nearby vehicle parking position. They will approach the airplane from behind, based on the positions of the water and lavatory connection points, as defined in your airplane profile. The operator will raise the moving platform he's standing on, and if the airplane has an animated water or lavatory hatch, it will be opened automatically by GSX. Before connecting the potable water hose,
So, 2 things. Number 1 and number 2. See, I made a joke. Number 2, it's a lavatory. I'm a genius. But come here, look, right? What if you mixed up your potable water and your lavatory? And more to the point, your man is not wearing gloves. He's dealing with the lavatory of an aircraft that can hold about 180 people. Not a glove in sight. Continue.
The operator will clean the aircraft's water fill port and the hose connector with spray disinfectant to prevent contamination. Now the water refilling process starts, lasting a certain amount of time, which is proportional to the capacity of the airplane water tanks. In order to reduce waiting times, the timing is about 4 times faster than in real life. The cleaning process is done after disconnecting the water hose.
Hairspray will fix anything.
After the operator lowers the raising platform, you'll see a brief report on screen, reminding how much water has been supplied by the vehicle.
Do they do the same for the lavatory? Yeah. Advise, don't serve the curry on the flight.
Now let's have a look at the lavatory service.
Ah, brilliant.
Lavatory service has been requested.
The lavatory vehicle is also approaching the airplane in a similar way, using the lavatory connection point as defined in the airplane profile. These points can be easily edited using the included airplane configuration editor. The lavatory vehicle uses 2 cables. The larger will collect wastewater, while the smaller one contains the blue sanitizing fluid. Since we are servicing the PMDG 777,
I have to say it, but doesn't she have a shite job?
which comes with an animated lavatory
Got to go
port,
to now, come
it
on.
has been automatically
Look at, she has the friggin' Geordie LaForge cap on her, but no gloves.
opened
No
by
gloves.
JetExec. Now the service has completed. The operator will disconnect both cables, and the lavatory port on the airplane will be closed. The vehicle will go back to its parking spot, which terminates the service. The water and lavatory services are provided as a free update to GSX Pro and can be obtained by running the FSDT Live Update program.
Well, I have to say I kind of like it. All joking aside, it's class. That's the level of simulation you're getting with GSX. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've done some incredible things. When GSX works,
Jesus.
it works terribly well. When it doesn't work, the variable will hit the fan. Right, but very good. And it's a free update as well. So not all aircraft have access to potable water or the lav, but we know PMDG.
Jesus.
And I'm sure Fenix will as well. Or maybe it will soon, I don't know. Does anyone know compatible aircraft? The 777 does it. You know, you wouldn't pay for it though, would you? Jesus. Right, that'll settle many. Gloves are on the next patch. Yeah. And also simulated smells coming soon. The simulator. No, wait. The smellulator. The smellulator. Someone's going to make that, and they're going to make a feckin' fortune. I'm telling you. What's that smell? Avgas. Jesus. Yeah, but does the Jax flush? It still doesn't. Right? Does the Jax not flush on that? No. Any option to the Flight Sim Studio Embraer? I don't know. The way I fly, I need this for my Cessna 172. Brilliant. Scratch and sniff. Yeah, we'll start posting out. Remember this? Remember them? You get them on like magazines. The new smelly thing by Estee Lauder. You scratch it, you know. Oh yes, they can smell it now. Stop scratching it. You're getting rid of all the smell. Right. Scratch and smell, a new add-on coming soon. That's great from GSX, though. I like that.
Why were you scratching magazines?
No, do you remember the old magazines years ago? I don't scratch magazines. I just sit there tearing the papers. Oh, I don't, right? Do you remember them magazines? We were on the boat. We were on the ship coming back from France.
I didn't read those magazines.
They weren't those sort of magazines. Jesus, could you imagine? Why would you want to be sniffed? Anyway, remember on the boat? So on the boat, they have these little bits of paper you're supposed to dip into the perfume stuff. I didn't know what they were used for. I thought they were for writing notes. So I'm going around the place, and everyone kind of looking at me. And then I get to the next bottle of gadget, I can't smell that one. The other one's still there. And then another one. Seemingly, you put them on the paper and you do the whole thing. And see, Goblin Zeus, they have them in France. The French magazines have them, dear. Because I can't read French. You scratch it.
Magazine. Them magazines, yeah?
Bloody hell, we're in trouble. Good man, Goblin Zeus, you're back in the well.
Why do you keep...
Oh, Jesus.
But I've an itchy head and I'm very nervous scratching it. Because you just mentioned scratch. But I've an itch on the head that's like...
Did you cut back your hair?
No, the back of my head is absolutely glorious looking. But I'm itchy. I've an itch on the back of my head, lads, that I think if I scratch it, I'll literally scratch away me hair, whatever's left of it. Look. Ah, Jesus. I need a hat. I think I'm gone religious or something. I just need a hat to cover that bit. How does it smell? You need hair to have nits. Wait, what? Ah, Jesus. I can't wear a hat. I look like an idiot. Who? Right. Anyway, moving on. 29. Oh, Jesus. More X-Plane news. We started and finished with X-Plane. 29 Palms and Captain 7 have released Nuremberg Airport for Microsoft Flight. No, for X-Plane 12. For Microsoft Plane 12. Wait, what? I'm having a terrible bad night. My head is still itchy. Anyway, Nuremberg Airport, international airport, located in the city of Nuremberg in the Bavarian region in Germany, after Munich, is the second largest airport in the region. It features a 2,700 metre runway, which is used daily by both GA and many commercial airliners such as Eurowings and Ryanair and all the jazz. We also have an ILS, RMP, localizer and VOR for a mix of precision and non-precision approach types. The scenery was under development for about 2.5 years, aiming to include all the buildings and facilities around the airport, and it boasts the latest features of X-Plane 12's revised lighting, trees, bushes, grass, you name it. It looks terribly fancy, right? Cannonballer, not a fan of X-Plane. Does not like X-Plane. No. Never diss the competition. Do you know? We look at the competition. You know, what are they doing next? Right? Yeah, give us the same. He's not. I'll convert you someday. Well, I won't convert you, but like, I'll get you into it someday. And you'll say to yourself, yeah, it's not bad at all. Anyway, Echo Delta Delta November, previously released for Microsoft Flight Sim. We can now get it for X-Plane through Aerosoft, priced at around €20. It's been 10 years since you had to go. In X-Plane, you need, lads, flight simulation enthusiasts. That's what we are. We are enthusiastic about aviation and in particular flight simulation. I would, if you're able to, I would always recommend keep trying out other sims. You learn stuff. Other sims have their own, their own strengths and weaknesses, I suppose, right? And it's I don't know. I mean, it's try and use them all if you can. You know, you can have just one dedicated sim, of course you can. But there's some really interesting stuff in X-Plane. You can't really ignore it because they have a lot of cool stuff going on. And, you know, you'll see Microsoft will do stuff because X-Plane have it. X-Plane will do stuff because Microsoft have it. They compete against each other, do you know? But anyway, why do we need to buy more than one flight sim? Well, that's like saying why you have more than one underpants. Well, no, it's not. In fact, it's nothing like that. X-Plane is a more expensive ecosystem to operate in. Add-ons are more expensive, do you know? But X-Plane 12, it's a huge upgrade over X-Plane 11. But if you're looking for the English Murph, if you're looking for visuals and all that sort of jazz, well, there's only one show in town, really, isn't there? I mean, it's Microsoft Flight Sim. But X-Plane it has its offerings for sure, lads. It really does. But anyway, 29 Palms and Captain 7 have released Nuremberg for X-Plane 12. Right, lads, moving on quick before we get in trouble. What's happening the weekend on Vatsim? Well, let's have a gawk. What do we have here now? Jesus. Ho Chi Minh. Bremen FIR Overload is on. Oktoberfest fly-in. The state capital of Munich invites you to the 189th Oktoberfest. The largest folk festival in the world, which is traditionally celebrated on the, Tiers Vensvi. It extends over 16 days and will host 16 large tents, in addition to various rides and food stands. There's all sorts of beer happening there. Has anyone been to the Munich Fest or the Oktoberfest? Around 6 million visitors from Munich and all over the world are expected over the entire duration of the event. So Vatsim are going to be doing a huge Oktoberfest fly-in, kicking off between 16:30 Zulu and 20:30 Zulu. Pack your lederhosen and your dirndls in your suitcase. They're going to have ATC up and running. That's pretty cool. Now, Adam shared this with me earlier on. Tomorrow, friends, Thursday, Vatsim UK are organising an event. And they've asked the Irish contingent of Vatsim to staff up a parallel coverage area. So whatever's happening tomorrow, Vatsim UK staff up is happening tomorrow between 1800 Zulu and 20:30 Zulu. They have, I'd say this is going to be possibly the most active region for the UK, and I imagine Ireland as well, on Vatsim on any night. It's going to be friggin' huge. So anyone who's planning to fly tomorrow night, just be aware the UK and probably Ireland will have full ATC coverage. And that's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? Big shout out to Adam Controls for giving us the heads up on that. And again, lads, if you're thinking about getting into Vatsim, well, even jump on tomorrow night in observer mode using your V-Pilot and have a listen, and you'll pick up so much stuff. Have Atlanta up and running. You can see all the moving maps, or Vatsim-traffic. You'll see the moving maps of all the aircraft. And it's going to be cool. That's going to be mad. But anyway, thus concludes the news. And here we are back in the simulator. Did the time of day move forward? Oh no, the sim froze. It's alright, lads. Let's not worry about it too much. Right, bring the time back where it was bright. Yes. So I'm checking out a helicopter from FastCow. FastCow Simulations. And it is that of the Sakari 8. Right? So the Sakari 8. Let's go in and have a look at it. Let's have a look. Experience the thrill of flying. The Sakari CH-8, a series of ultralight kit-built helicopters originally designed in Argentina, now brought to life in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The highly detailed aircraft features custom avionics, 4K textures, and custom flight dynamics, offering an immersive experience for helicopter enthusiasts. From the precise handling to the beautifully crafted exterior, the CH-8 is designed to capture the essence of this unique aircraft. So it features custom avionics, 4K textures, custom flight dynamics, and more. Crew of one. It's powered by a Rotax EPA or 917, producing about 135 horsepower. Cruise speed of 81 knots. Has a range of about 202 knots and an endurance of 2.5 hours. It can get up to about 14,800 feet. Ooh. This is for sale right now over on the FastCow Simulations website. It is priced at $15.99 US. That's reduced from $23.99. So it's discounted at the moment. So we're going to have a look at it. I haven't flown this before. I've literally only installed it. And the backdrop here in the background, this is powered by Orbx Oscar 54, I think. Yeah. Weaverville Airport. So we'll be checking out the places we're flying around. But this is a brand new developer in the sim. And I bought this myself, so, you know, I'm expecting relatively good-ish things. There was a lot of hype around this. I do remember when the developer jumped on the stage at Flight Sim Expo back in 2023. So let's go in and have a look at it. So textures, well, yeah, I mean, look. There's a nice bit of detail here. The engine and fans and textures and all the jazz. I mean, this looks pretty good, right? Interesting the way the old texture kind of wrapped under here, though. But that's okay. We won't get too concerned just yet. Nice detailing though, lads, isn't there? Look at that. And I imagine all this works and moves. We'll have a look once we have the engine up and running. There is one visual problem already. The pilot's boot is going out the window. Now that's just a small little fix. But you'd expect things like that, you know, to be copped. Then again, they could be a small team. I don't know much about the developer, right?
Oh, behave.
Oh, behave. Cold Nebo, thank you very much indeed. So, lads, I don't know anything about this aircraft in terms of its capabilities, how good it is, what it sounds like. What you're seeing is my initial reaction to this. But I can say, like, the model work is jeez, look at the LED there, look. That's pretty. Look at the friggin' detail on that, look. Jesus. Okay, that's pretty nice. So everything we see here is just me having a gawk of it. Custom tail number goes in. That's nice as well. And I like the detailing on the engine. It's only a small little helicopter. Teeny tiny. The main rotor. Not too shabby. Let's have a look at the rotor blade itself. Does it have... It does. And it's moving, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's just moving in the wind. So it has a proper airfoil over the rotor blade. Now, in terms of our cameras, so drone cameras, yeah, it has a couple of custom cameras. 3 of them, 4 of them. Okay. Right, let's jump inside. Haven't a clue how to fly the thing, but sure, we'll figure it out, right? So, let's have a look. Okay, a little bit shiny on the controls, but I'm getting kind of Robinson vibes out of this. Anti-torque pedals. We do have a throttle and a collective. Okay. Let's have a look at the front of this. Do we have like an on-off switch? We do. So here's our power switch. Okay. The textures on the seats are pretty nice, aren't they? It's like leather or pleather. Not bad. Can we put a tablet there, or is that left blank? I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, okay. Visually, it's nice in here. So get the door closed. Doesn't seem to change the sound of outside or inside. Okay. Right, let's have a look here now. So throttle is at 0. Circuit breakers don't work. Never mind, the circuit breakers work. Or some of them work at least. Instrument panel, GPS radio, landing light, governor. Okay. Master switch. Well, I suppose we'll turn this one on. Nice sounds. Fuel pumps, nav lights, battery backup. What are them fellas? They're possibly avionics. They are. Okay, what have we got going on here? Okay, manifold pressure, RPM, grand, MCR. Oh, that does info. Oh, look. EGT, oil, fuel, electro, operation hours. And we can go down through each of those. That's nice. Card okay. Return. Systems. Warnings. ECU faults. Not yet implemented. So it looks like they're going to be trying to add a lot more stuff to this afterwards. Configuration, not yet in. Okay, so there's not much going on, to be fair, is there? 3D vision. Or we can go to waypoint info or into a map. Leave the map open for the moment. Gens are offline and the governor is offline. Nav light. So we have a strobe light. There's a weird sound at the pumps. It turns off when you go to external view. Look. Pump on. And then it stops. That's weird. Ooh, that's loud. Alright, generators. Where do we see that? Engine motor, transponder, governor, auxiliary. Okay, we'll figure all that out now in a moment. So it says the gens are off. Fuel. We're very low on fuel. Top it up there now. 2 tanks, a left and a right. That's loud. Okay, so you have a key to start it. Turn on the switch. Try that again. Off or on. That's like your master switch. Okay. It's like it's trying to start. We could use the Pished. Nothing here works. ELT works. Okay. Okay, so how does one actually start the machine? Let's go for a checklist. Okay, before starting the engine, fuel shut-off valve needs to be opened. Haha, we never would have found that, lads, would we? So here's your fuel shut-off valve. Okay, it's only tiny. All switches, carburetor heat, master, fuel on board, governor off. So how do we activate the governor? I'm a little bit lost here now, lads. That's the governor. Okay. Alright, governor. Right, we'll give it a start now. We'll see what happens. Yes! Throttle up. Manifold pressure's hopping around the place. Pitch now. Generator check. Check air. What does that say? Check aircraft what? I'm a little bit lost here. So there's the throttle. I wonder if we just break it. Auto governor. Rotor spun up really fast. It did, didn't it? Alright, we'll try it again. Check fuel pressure. Yes. Pitch making noise, machine. Pitch making noise. Alright, try it all over again. So we're going to bring that throttle down because I didn't like that. Governor. Jesus, did we break it? Checklist again. Here we go. Before start, right. Fuel valve is open. Switches, turn them off. Look at it. It's kind of the... They need to fix that because, like, how... The camera has a mind of its friggin' own, look. Right. All switches are off. Okay. Carb heat, auto. Where is it trying to point me to? Okay. Cold engine start, grand. Fuel on board checked. Governor needs to be in the off position. The cameras are shagged. Governor light check on. Governor off. Yeah. Mixture full rich. I don't know where it's trying to point me to. Altimeter set. But look what happens when you try to move to that camera. It's like it's clipping you. It's putting you into like mad places. Isn't that weird? Think of the 206, maybe a hot start. Maybe. We'll go through it now. Altimeter, don't worry about that. Right, start the engine. Strobes, grand. Fuel pump needs to come on. Right. Why is it pointing me back down there though? Bloody hell, the cameras are shagged. Right, fuel pump, let's be having you. Fuel pump's on. Fuel pressure increasing. It's just showing me fuel here. I don't see pressure. Okay. Injections. For injections, raise the collective between 1 to 3. Twist the grip back 3 or 4 times. Okay. Rotor brake. Mixture fully rich. It's trying to point me to like a mixture, but I don't see it. Am I missing something? Hang on now, we'll figure this out together, lads. Don't all get excited now. But I don't see anything for mixture. Mags, plasma, on, check beeper. And then starter. I don't see it on there with a mixture. Master battery. Alright, let's try it. Is it dead? There's an engine sound now. So the governor is off. Engage and lock, check the light. They need to fix their cameras. So throttle's at 50. The RPM is off the friggin' chart though, is that right? Fuel is coming in. And give it a moment. Clutch light, wait for off. Engine RPM should be at 2000. It's miles off. Alternator. Like, why does it keep pointing me back down there? That's like nuts. Okay. Governor off. So what if we try and turn on the governor? What happens? Okay. There's the RPM dropping. That's what we wanted. Generator is now okay. Manifold pressure's having a fit. I'm trying to figure out the RPM. If I bring the throttle forward or back, she's going off the scale a bit. Things you don't want to see on a heli, right? Right, let's just see if that drops back itself. Clutch. I don't know where the clutch is. In case the clutch lock and switch, clutch light must be on. Okay. After starting. Car repeat if you need it, throttle idle. Governor comes on. Roll in, check governor, NR. Before takeoff, oil temperatures, green arcs. Right! Let's see what happens. The sounds are nice. Okay, well, it sounds nice. Now, can the thing actually fly? Better still, can Murphy fly it? Right, bit of collective coming in. Let's see what happens. RPM is still way too high. Easy. Jesus. Jesus. Right, easy, Murph. You can fly a helicopter. You can do it. Easy. No, she's not liking this at all. Easy. There we go. Come on, Betsy. Easy. Okay. RPM seems very high though. Alright, easy does it now. The shadow's pretty good. Alright, put her down. Put the nose down gently. Let's see if we can get a bit of speed out of it. Bums a daisy. It sounds nice. That's the same as Murphy sounding like he knows what he is doing. Jesus, it sounds nice. And do we have like rotor slap or any of that jazz? Let's find out. Easy. So there's a speed coming up, 50 knots. It's freaking out a little bit with the manifold pressure and RPM. Not a fan of that, but this might just take a little bit of getting used to. Jesus, there's great visibility in this thing, isn't there? Right. Can we get a blade slap? Not really, says you. We kinda can, but not really. Easy, easy. Click on the right window vent. Oh, nice. Okay, there are nice sounds. I don't hear any rotor slap though. It's very sensitive to moving. It's a very light helicopter. It makes total sense. Easy now. Alright, let's spin us around. There's great visibility in it. The Huey has the best rotor slap? Yeah. That sounds nice though. I will give it that. Like, oh, like it's what? It's a couple of bucks. It's like $15.99, and it is from a new developer. And let's be honest, making choppers is not an easy feat. It's very, very fidgety. Oof. Right. There's good sounds in it. It's similar to that of maybe the 500E. Yeah, sure. Right, we'll try it again now. Dare I say I'm getting kind of half used to how it handles.
Hello there.
So a lot of bit of collective in. Good sounds on the rotors when there's power coming in. Oopsie daisy. It's reacting well to the wind because the wind is pushing us to the right. Doesn't take much to turn it. Do you know what, lads? This is nice because it's challenging. And there's a bit of there's logic to the challenge behind it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just like full power in and off you go. There's a bit of work involved in this. Somewhere between the 500 and the Cabri. Yeah, that'd be a good way to put it. It handles very differently though. Like, it's so sensitive on your inputs. I'm sure we can dial those down in the sim, but like, it's not going to be the fastest machine in the world, but like, it's not bad at all. Adam Controls is here. Welcome in, my dude. Thank you so very much indeed for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Oh, Jesus. Adam, I was just telling them about the big Vatsim event tomorrow, the unofficial one. Do you know, God almighty, look at this. There's great visibility.
Allow myself to introduce
myself. Am I using a springless stick? Well, the spring on the Virpil it's not very strong. Like, I have it set to very loose. But it's nice. Look at the time, absolutely. Good to see you, man. Alright. I'm liking this. Right, in terms of like precision stuff, let's see what we can do. Can we get her into a hover down somewhere? Oh, Jesus, handy now. Can we get into a hover somewhere handy? Over the road down there, we say, right? Now, the scenery here, lads, this is from Orbx. It's is it Weaverville? Yeah, it's Weaverville. And, well, there is a helipad in the locale as well, I think. But let's just see, can we get this into a hover? Sounds nice, though. I do like the sounds. Oh, hang on, we'll hover over the reservoir up here, look. Yes. Now, that wind is blowing behind us, so we'll turn into the wind and see if we can hover, right? You give yourself a fairly good workout with this thing, though. You're constantly on the controls. Constantly. And I see how you can see how fluid the controls are. The minutiae of input, and it takes its toll on the entire frame. I like that. What's the rate of descent? Easy. 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 Alright, I want to turn into the wind. And whatever we do, don't put it in the wet. Right, easy. Easy. It's really challenging, I like that. Easy. Easy. Okay, that's just the wind hitting us now, but we can live with that. So we're kind of holding a hover, kind of. Not too shabby, lads. Don't go in the drink. Don't go in the drink. Oh, Jesus, we're nearly in. Ah, we're in the drink. Get out of the drink. We went in the drink. Watch your car wheels. There's an outsider in the house. Axle stands. Oh yeah, what are you getting for Christmas? A wheel.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
I'm an addict. Scared the life out of me. Oh Jesus, don't hit the big thing.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Beamy Noble Drew is here. Good to see you, man. You're very welcome aboard. Jesus. 7 months, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. This is a proper challenging little chopper, lads. And it's not the easiest to fly, and I like that. I think the engine systems are acting the maggot. Like, look at the manifold and the throttle, and like it's hopping around the place. Ooh, careful, careful. Right, let us get out of this place. Back to the airport. Get the speed up. Alright. What do you think? Like, chopper flying, it's definitely, there's a discipline needed. They're not easy, but they are so rewarding when you start to learn them and you get them right. They are so rewarding. And this is using native Microsoft Flight Sim physics, but they've custom coded the flight dynamics, right? So you can kind of say there's a bit of a custom flight model going on here. Right, we're on skids, so let's do what skids do. Skid. Oof. Alright. So the FastCow Sicare, I have to say, this ain't bad at all, right? It's not bad. What do you like at night time? Okay, nice strobe light. The Aurora, Jesus. Should they be on? Interior, oh wow, look at the reflections there in the canopy. The Auroras shouldn't be on this time of year. I don't know. Real time, there we go. So you can see the reflections there from the instruments and stuff. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, FastCow Simulations. It'd be boring if it was too easy. I'd agree. This isn't bad, lads. This is a nice little chopper. And I'm impressed with the sounds. Like, it's such a small little helicopter. I'm excited to see how this project
This baby hits 80
progresses.
miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious shit.
Like, I'd love to see... Jason, off the doors. I'd love to see, like, a tablet come in here, and they just need to tidy up on some of the inputs. I mean, look, if I barely move the throttle, look at the manifold pressure. Like, it doesn't know what to be doing with itself. Jason, listen to the sounds. It's not bad. Okay, so governor off. Fuel off. Don't know how to shut it down. Interesting. Price and where to buy. So you can pick it up over on FastCow Simulation.shop. And it's priced at $15.99. $15.99 isn't bad, do you know? So, well done, FastCow. Not bad. Definitely a bit of work needed. It's not finished yet. It's not polished. Now, it's interesting because when you install it, it actually shows up as version 0.4. So they're hard at work at it, right? Now, we're going to go to a different helicopter. And this one, lads, very, very different. Because it is this FlyInside Jet Exec. Or Jet Exec. Now, the story behind FlyInside, well, these lads make their own aircraft and their own flight model. It's independent of what you have in the simulator. Because, well, they just make their own stuff, right? So we're going to jump in here with this one. Now, FlyInside, if anyone's ever heard of them before, these are the guys that gave us VR. These are the first guys to get VR working in the sim. And they make their own flight simulator as well. And they actually specialize in helicopter simulators. These would be, dare you say it, but these guys are up there in the A2A Just Flight FS Reborn world when it comes to helicopters, right? And they were awarded a contract, I think, by Bell to make and bring out all of their aircraft. Anyway, I was chatting to the developer earlier on. Rotor Rick, you might have heard of him. You'd see him on Flights with Joel and stuff, right? And I was asking him, I said, Rick, what's the deal with these choppers, right? So I said, give us a bit of insight. Why did you make this helicopter? And they've made two of them, right? They've two new releases. So we'll bring this over here, look. This is their website, FlyInside. And this is the whatchamacallit. This is the Jet Exec. Now they're pricey. They're about $35 each. Mr. Dan, you take care. They're about $35 each. Flight Dynamics, it integrates a custom realistic flight model working closely with an on-staff experienced rotorway pilot. Right? Custom Flight Dynamics engine initially developed for FlyInside Flight Simulator, a helicopter flight model provide an authentic helicopter experience. So it's outside of the sim. It needs its own it needs its own little program, which is this guy, the Heli Manager. Do you remember this? Oh, jeez, I need to activate the thing. Man Murphy, where will I find that now? That's on an email. Bear with me now, lads. FlyInside. Your FlyInside delivery information. Go. Your product key is that. Go. Paste. Activating. And we're in. Right, grand. Systems. Realistic aircraft systems. Every toggle switch and circuit breaker is there. An extremely detailed artwork will make you feel like you're actually sitting in the Jet Exec. 4K PBR materials. So they have this chopper and also the RW162F. This one is a piston-driven helicopter, and you can get them in a bundle for about $64.95. That's two helicopters. But anyway, I suspect this is going to be an absolute challenge because, well, I haven't flown this, much like I didn't fly the other one. Right? So, well, let's get ourselves situated here. So we're in the left seat for this one. Okay. And we'll just set up a couple of views. Good girl, Jemima. And, oh, look at this now. Yes. And what else do we need? We'll come down here because they tend to put a little switch on the throttle. I don't see one, so that's okay. She disappears when you're over her neck of the woods. That's grand. And, oh, look at that glass. Look at that glass. Right. Okay, interesting perspective. Okay, so what can we do with the chopper? Let's have a look. Doors. Okay, how do we open it? Interesting sounds. Not exactly what I'd expect, but they're like 8-bit sounds off it, like jump. You know what I mean? Anyway, we won't let that ruin the experience. Headphone stuff is there, nice, okay. Battery switch, master switch, okay. What else do we have here? So we have a whole load of stuff going on. Now, the Heli Manager, I need to check this because this is where we edit things. So controls, bind, a cyclic, rudder, axis. Alright, that's all okay. Flight model, realistic, yes. Failures, sure. Settings, why not? Updates, right, we're good. Okay, so pop you over there. And let's see what we can do with the chopper, right? Sounds like your mic when you transition. I just tried to do, right? Modeling is a little bit iffy. Well, let's go and kind of check it out a bit, shall we? So, the model work and textures. Again, there's beautiful detail here. But you can be the judge of that. Texture work is phenomenal. Look at that's good, lads. That's very good, right? It might be a little bit kind of hard versus the you can see here, look. If I'm not moving the camera at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like, there's not a question about the detail, but like, I mean, that just looks odd, doesn't it? The blue is too blue or something. I don't know. Should there be like dirt and grime around that maybe? The textures don't work. They don't fit. Like, you can see there's a bit of dirt and grime underneath the fin. Great detail on the rotor. And the kickstand at the back. That's an issue. So that's not fully rendered. Now, am I too close to the chopper maybe? No. Or maybe that's the design. It doesn't look right though, does it? That doesn't look right. Something just doesn't look right. So that needs to be fixed. Yeah, that's what we call shagged. So that needs to be fixed, right? But anyway, that's a very small bit of detail. Let's go in and explore a little bit more. So there's nice textures here, look. Air vents and all the jazz. The skis are nicely done. The canopy is done well. They also have a bit of boot sticking out. What is it with helicopters and, like, you know, the avatars? Can they not resize them? Jemima's feet are smaller, of course. That's why it looks better. Alright. The canopy is done really well. Main rotors here. Jesus, look at the detail looking back into the friggin' turbine, look. Yeah, I'm liking that now. That's very, very good. Alright, let's check on the rotor. Yeah, that all looks good to me. Moving parts. Let's have a look.
Hello there.
Yeah, that's very good. Jesus, lads, look at the detail here, look. Look at the detail here. So, let me see. That's done quite well, isn't it? Very, very nice. Let me see now. Captain Poople Snoop, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, man. Good to see you. Alright, plenty of modelling going on. Not a bad looking machine. No kind of custom views inside the drone cam, but that's okay. Jesus, the doors closed immediately once I hopped in, or at least that one did. Get that closed up as well. Locked. Look at you gotta love it. Did you close? Yeah, the doors are locked. All right, okay. Now, this is going to require a bit of a read because, well, it's not just about the looks. It's a flying chopper. It's a simulated chopper, right? Contemplating buying this game on Steam for the sale. Seeing if I can sell you on it. Right. First off, you can, but because there's a brand new simulator on the way, I would highly recommend getting it on something like Game Pass. Just get it on Game Pass. It's going to be cheaper. It'll give you whatever features that you need to get into it. If you buy it on Steam, you're paying the full price, and then you got to buy another one very soon. So that's my recommendation to you. So let's have a look at some of the stuff. GPS, flight model options, helicopter flight, startup procedures, that's grand. Introduction, all right. Authentically recreated the mid to late 2000s Jet Exec with the Solar T62 turbine engine. Okay. Installation, activation, that's all grand. Aircraft manager, that's all okay, that's all done. Select the chopper, enter the key. Flight controls, we're done. We're grand. Mechanical animations, we just checked them out. GPS installation. Use the working title GNS, and what else we can use? You need to install working titles 430. Okay. Flight model, we've done that. Physical stick travel. In addition, you can scroll down. I'll leave all that alone. Detailed flight model options. Okay. Helicopter flight. Although the chopper has a powerful turbine engine, pulling too much collective can still damage it. Helicopters can, however, hover. However, they don't normally climb vertically except close to the ground during takeoff and landing. You'll almost never see them climb straight up. Right. Okay. Good bit of history about the aircraft. Startup procedure. Turn the key in the switch on the overhead panel. Ensure the alternator switch is in the off position. Ensure the throttle is fully closed. Open the cover of the fuel valve and then turn on the fuel valve. All right. Over there now. Let's have a read through it. So we're going to say turn on the key. Key on. Yes. Next up. Ensure the alternator switch is in the off position. Alternator off position. Check. And open the cover of the fuel valve on the overhead and turn it. Fuel valve. And turn it. Okie dokie. Oh, look at the red light there. Oh, that's pretty. We'll check that out now in a minute. And that's like a GoPro camera. Let me see. Press both fuel pump circuit breakers in. Lights. Fuel pump circuit breaker is in. Push both fuel. I only see one fuel. I only see one fuel circuit breaker. We got something down here? Or behind us, maybe? Oh. Okay. What else we need to do here now? Press and hold the starter switch on the overhead or your starter binding. So we've got a starter switch on the overhead. Press and hold. When the engine reaches 50%, it becomes self-sustaining. Oh, the sounds! Okay, we let it cut out. Because I need to see this stuff, don't I? Battery is on. Running strobes, nav, right, fuel pump. Landing lights, EFIS will want. There you go. What does that switch down there do? We haven't a clue yet. We'll find out. Okay, let's have a look here. So, we want 50% and then she'll start taking over. Throttle is closed. Okay. I can only move up or down with that. Let's try it again. Many helos, the overhead panel switches are off in the forward position. They're off in the... yeah. Alright, let's try it again. So we're looking for 50%. Because the sound is amazing. %. There's 50%, should be self-sustaining. Starter switch. %, bringing some throttle in. 60%. Jesus, the sounds. Easy. 80%. Okay, there's the governor after kicking in. Oh, the sounds are good. Alternator on, strobe lights on, running, fuel is already on, landing lights, switch them on. Radiator, why not? Jesus, look at the shakes and stuff. Headphone simulation. What do you think of the sounds, lads? The sounds are very, very impressive, aren't they? Okay, can we fly the chopper without causing instant trouble? Menu. Declutter, show hide, setup map. I'm a Northup kind of guy. Brightness. Zoom out. Okay. Right, let's see what we can do here. Oh look, we have a clipboard. Get out of town. Doors installed. Body panel. Deadly, look at this. Look at all the moving parts, look. Jesus, lads. That's friggin' mad looking. Isn't that class looking? That's very impressive. That's very impressive. They have this thing modelled down to a fine art, haven't they? Oh yeah, that's really good. Alright, so we have these options. Try back on the doors and the panels. That's a neat little feature. I didn't even notice we had that. Alright. How does it fly?
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus is right. How does it fly? That's the question. Right, Jemima, hang on there for good luck and let's see what happens. It's the FlyInside Jet Exec. Let's see what happens. Collective coming in. Waiting to react with our anti-torque. Easy. Ooh, there's the anti-torque. Come on. Easy, Murph. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so we're using a very, very different flight model here. Easy now. Oh, man. Watch the torque. Easy. Mind the trees. There we go. Oof, this is nice. Right, spin us across. We got high ground here on our left hand side, but let's see what we can do. All the shaking and vibration and stuff. This is nice. Hey, Hummingbird is here. I heard about that musician that died today. I expressed my deepest symphonies. I'm in Liverpool Hotel drinking wine out of a plastic cup. Classy bird, Hummingbird. Classy bird. You're very welcome in. Oh man, this handles superbly. All right. Easy does it. Again, it's very, very fine control inputs. Very fine. Now, if we just wanted to fly solo, can we disappear Jemima there? Yes, Jemima's gone. Farewell, Jemima. Where did she go? We threw her out. Right, let's remove the doors. Oh, yes. Right, let's see if we can throw this thing around a bit. Did you hear that rotor slap? Yeah, baby. Now that's a rotor slap. Jesus. That's amazing. That's really good. That's insanely good. Can you put the headset on? Yes, sir. Here's a headset. We'll try this with a bit of rotor slap here now in a minute as well, right? That's insanely good, lads. Jesus, that's amazing. That is absolutely incredible. What's it like externally? Oh, yes! That is so good. Alright, let's see what we can do here. What a machine this thing is. This is beautiful. It handles so well. Mind the trees now, you big ape. Egypt. I tried to say Egypt and ape at the same time. It came out as ape. I'm having a night of not being able to talk. Alright, easy does it. Can we actually put this thing in for a landing, you know, without dying, right? Gently does it. A grape ape. It'll auto rotate as well. Easy. 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 Easy now. Don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. Nearly down. Jesus, it's a devil. Lean her forward a small bit, small bit, small, easy. Jesus. 50. Ah, lads, this is absolutely deadly. What a machine this is. Nighttime. Don't we have that light behind us? Yes, we do. Bloody hell. I can see nothing now, but it's grand, right? Easy, easy. Getting the hang of this machine. I can't see a thing. Jesus. We're slowly but surely getting the hang of this thing. Throw the nose down. Oh man, that is so good for such a small little chopper. That's absolutely brilliant. Loving this. So the doors are reinstalled. Oh yeah, this is really good. Does anyone here have this helicopter? Have you flown it before? It's so good. It's very, very good, lads. This is an excellent chopper. Excellent. Alright, let's see, can we safely put it on the ground once again? And let's see if we can give it a bit of a challenge here as well. Easy. Easy. Right, there's my touchdown zone. Alright, calm it all down. Alright, start dropping her in. Like, you know, ring state, vortex ring state and all that jazz as well. Like, you gotta be really careful. The flight model on this is superb. Jesus. It's been so long since I flew a FlyInside aircraft. It's just a joy. Easy. 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 Oh, there's a bit of getting used to it in this. Right, put it down gently and stop backing them up at Murphy. Jesus. This fuel to nose converter slaps. It's awesome. Hey, Ducks, good to see you, man. Lads, this is a great little chopper. And this is the Jet Exec, right? They do another one. I'll have to check that out next week. But as for helicopter flying, the FastCow Sicare is really nice, but this thing is a different beast. This is a different beast. Like visually, is it as polished? Some of the smaller details maybe not, but like I love, like look at the state. Look at this crack. I love this. Look at the detail we have here. It's just gorgeous. Now for us to kill this, fuel, I suppose. I don't know what that switch does. It's very good. What do we think? Do we like it? I think it's very good. I think it's absolutely excellent. The FlyInside Jet Exec is $34.95. I'll check out the other one maybe next week. That's the piston version, slightly smaller, and an old steam gauge, which is pretty cool. But it comes with a fairly good manual. There's what? Jesus, how many pages?
Hello there.
There's a lot of pages, look. Real Mr. Bones, good to see you, man. Engine shutdown, everything on our displays. Chip detector on the main gearbox. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Heli manager, okay. There's a lot of information, look. Great job, FlyInside. Keep an eye on FlyInside. They have incredible aircraft in development. Helos, but they've got a ton of stuff in development, lads. Very, very exciting. So, that's brilliant. I am definitely going to fly this chopper again, man. That handles so well. And like, it's the sort of helicopter when I look at it, I'm like, do you know, I was never into like the really small ones. I like the utility helicopters more. Search and rescue stuff. The Huey, of course, the Chinook, all of those. But this flies so well. And it's very immersive. Like, it's very immersive. You're flying, you're adding in a bit of blade slap. Jesus, that was brilliant. Absolutely excellent. Now, for our next aircraft, friends, Captain Sim. We'll go back to Weaverville. It'll be interesting to see, can we get a C130 off the ground in Weaverville? But we've a new C130 in town, and it's a C130J. Okay, currently only one livery. Man, Captain Sim, you'll go far. And Jesus, we'll hardly get the aircraft off there, will we? There's a helipad out there. We'll hardly get a C130 off the ground here. So let's see what happens, friends. Let's see what happens. Yeah, hey, Josh is here. Good to see you. FlyInside is doing the flight model for the Blackbird Huey. I think so, Energizer. Yeah. Scott. So Captain Sim have just released a new C130. They brought one out before. The first one I didn't go near because it didn't have a virtual cockpit. Then they brought out one and it was actually kind of good. I was surprised how freaking good it was. And it was Colonel Fork who said to me, Murph, you need to try this. It's not as terrible as everyone would think it is. And I said, I don't know, dude. Like, whenever I get Captain Sim aircraft, I'm always like, ugh. But the C-130, even though we are stuck in a building, I'll fix that. The C-130 I thought was very good, right? So calm it all down here now for a second. And I'm just going to, what's that button do? Right, we're just going to create a custom view and then move the aircraft out to somewhere that we can actually deal with the gadget. Even though that's the runway. This is going to be tons of fun, lads. We'll go up the hill here because, like, we'll use the hill to help us out. We'll come back down here because we'll go up, we'll taxi up the hill and then we'll see what happens. Is that okay? Right. So let's get some views set up here now. Okay, she's rocking unevenly there. That's a little bit worrying. Ton of stuff over here. Okay. It's an impressive flight deck. Much the same as what we saw with the other C-130. Jesus, look at that. Okay, overhead now. Don't tell me how to start this thing. I'll have to just wing it, right? Let's, Jesus, look at the amount of stuff we have. Are these Model 2? No. 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 Yes. Okay. So not everything is modeled, but that's okay. Go there. And we'll come down here. And we'll come up here. And something like that'll do, right? Something like that'll do. Open the window. That's a neat little feature. Close the window. All right, what do we have here? So we can open up some stuff. Radome, radar, pilot window, interphone hatch, breakers hatch, EP, entry door. Get everything open. Let's just have a look at it. Cowlings, get them all open. Intake plugs, yes, yes. Access, gear doors, toolboxes, refueling hatch. Ramp down, pilots, yeah, why not? Flag, external fuel tanks, flare dispensers. Okay. That is impressive. Sorry now, lads, but that is impressive looking. It just is. And if you don't believe me, well, sure, look it. That is quite nice. Look at the detail. Look at the model. It's a beautiful looking model. Let's get up close now and see what the thing is actually all about. So let's have a look. Flying Jennies. Man, look at those props. 6-bladed props, right? Look at the detail here of the friggin' engines, look. Visually, we're off to a cracking start. Look at that. Hey, Johnny Aardvark, good to see you. Visually, lads, we're off to an absolutely cracking start. Look at the detail in there, visually. Stunning. You have the gear doors, look. Textures are all bang on.
there.
Fueling system. We'll go into the interior here now in a moment. There's the ramp fully down. I know people who actually jumped out of a perfectly working C130 Hercules. You know what I mean? Look at this. Jesus, this is very good. Visually, this is... You can't fault it yet. We say yet. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Is it all intertwined? It is. Yeah. There's a little stairs up. Although the trap door, we're going to bang our head there. I wonder can we open that door? We'll figure that one out in a second. What's that now? External power connection. Alright. There's a radome. And a radar. Look at the size of this machine, though. Did they break their legs? I don't know. We need the Blackbird to get this? Yes, rookie pilot. I'm really looking forward to that, man. Jesus, though, this is impressive. This visually, lads, this is very impressive. Now, the only thing is the sounds. They're telling us they're using the default turbine sounds. They do have a custom sound pack in development, and they're going to release it at a later date. But I think visually, this thing is very nice. Custom cameras. Like, there's nothing. I can't fault the visuals on this. It looks really nice, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Nutty Sack says, sorry, but Captain Sim can eat me shorts. He will release a glass cockpit for... He will release a glass cockpit for the C-130 in 18 months and charge you 30 quid for it. Well, maybe. Maybe. Right, okay, well, let's see what we can do to get the machine powered up. Right, so we'll start closing off some stuff now. External fuel tanks. Doesn't seem to be doing anything, does it? Ah, hang on. Flare dispensers, I beg your pardon. So they're all the flare dispensers, and we can turn on the external tanks on or off. Okay, so flag, close the ramp, engine smoke, we want that. Toolboxes, gear doors, intake plugs, access hatches, power drop doors, close the cowlings, close the hatches, close the whole shebang. There we go. Pilots, show and hide, fuel tanks, ramps up. Okay. Right, friends. Throttle. Condition. Autopilot. IFF works. Flaps. Okay. What's up on top here? So let's have a look. Right. If I was a C130, how would I fly? Let's have a look. So do we have checklists? Before starting, we do. Generator switches, are they in the off position? Check. Inverter switches in the off position? Check. External AC power, switch it on. If available. Okay. Bus ties. Tied. Looks like they're tied. DC power onto battery. There's some sounds. GDC door switch. Open. Lead switch. Closed. Control switch. Start, then run. Gas turbine compressor. Your APU, I take it. Start. Air switch open when on, speed light lit. Okay, the switch is on, so let's see what happens. So we wait for this little on switch to come on. Okay. See what happens. On speed, valve open. ATM switch as required. Generator switch as required. Okay. Beacon light needs to come on. Anti-collision, okay. Cockpit inverter switch essential. AC instruments, okay. AC instruments essential bus. Essential bus. Engine pump switches need to come on. Okay, they're down here. So say 1, 2. Oh, hang on, they're already on. Park and brake should be set. Which it is. Yeah. Starting the engines. Engine 1 condition lever, set it to run. It's in run. Engine starter switch up on top. Oopsie daisy. And we'll go number 1. No, didn't like that. Wait, didn't they forget this in the other one as well? There was something else they forgot to do before. Let's see here now. Galley, don't mind that. Formation lights, nice. DC bus. There we go. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Fuel tanks. Start. No. She ain't liking that anyway. Okay, well, we did follow the checklist, so there's something else we need to do. Engine inlet, no. Nacelle preheaters, no. Aircon, no. Anti-ice, no. They're on. Gens are on. Can't do anything with that guy. Set power out. Okay. Still nothing? Still nothing. Do we have spinach? No, not just yet. There's it's not a green or something up here. There was always something they forgot to tell you, and it was the same in the last C130. I reckon it has to do with this. Okay, don't turn that switch off again, Murph. It's not getting a load from this gadget up here, up the top, though. Engine bleed air. Bleed air. That's a 3-phase switch, look at that. Ice control, don't mind that. Bleed air valve. So we're going to need that now in a second. Let that start up again. Air turbine motor. Let's have a look here now. Lights are looking good. So this is telling me there's a whole lot of stuff turned off. Hey Kieran, Niall, good to see you. So I'm waiting for this thing to come up. Airline motor stop on. Okay, whole load of stuff just happened. There we go. Okay, that sounds better. Right, let us get some power into the machine here, Red Rider. So, start her up. What aren't you liking there? Why isn't it liking that now? Low pressure. Boost pumps on. I get your boost pumps on. Really? Still nothing? Engine pumps are... Why does that switch say off? Look, anti-skid. So engine pumps need to go up. What are we forgetting here, lads? We have followed the checklist, so like... The checklist doesn't work. Engine fuel and... Okay, that's this now. Starter valve. Yeah, that's grand. Condition lever needs to be set to run. Hang on now. Ground stop. Run. Right? So they're in the run position. You have been Captain Simmed. Brilliant. Murph. Hey, Tritz, good to see you. Oh, I remember Colonel Fork telling me there was a knack to this. There's something important up here that's not in the manual that is important. They forget to tell you. Bleed air, they're on, right? They need to be on. Can't do that with them ones. Take it off the battery, maybe? Pull the choke out, right? Any thoughts, no? But there's nothing here that shouldn't be there. Nope. Nothing there. Oh, hang on. Can't hear me, need. They're just lights. Jump signal. Oxygen. That's not modelled. Thunderstorm lights, not modelled. He's in the right area. That's all good. It's just not liking the starter. At all. Try 3. You would have controlled E by now. Yeah, but there's a button missing, and like once we figure it out, we'll have it then forevermore. You know what I mean? Okay, now try it. The starter's not engaging. It's as if they're not drawing power, do you know what I mean? Do control E. We could, yeah, we could do. Try that now. It's doing many clicks. We've no idea what it did. Interesting. Like, that just... I followed the checklist. So, like, do you know... There's not a whole lot we can do. Like, if you follow the checklist and the aircraft still doesn't start, that's a dev problem. Do you know what I mean? GC Aviation, thank you for the follow. Yeah, they need to fix that, because that's, like, ridiculous. But I remember Colonel Fork told me, like, there was something clearly they didn't put in the manual that you had to do. Even though the default turboprop sounds, because there's 4 of them, I think it's giving you that deeper kind of stuff. You know what I mean? A working starter is an extra feature for just $30, right? Okay, let's go for some flaps. Before engines talking to us. Power. And we shall start taxiing. Right, let's have a look at this. What the J's is the sounds? It's alright, lads, I deafened me more than I did you. So there's a huge mishmash between the sounds inside the cockpit, which are almost non-existent, and like then being super loud on the outside. So yeah, the checklist needs a bit of a revision. Looks alright though, doesn't it? Visually it looks stunning. Okay, let's see what we can do. Get ourselves lined up on the runway and see if we can blast off out of here. It'll either be grand or terrible. One or the other. Are we ready, sports fans? So, power coming in. Hold the brakes. Take off power set. Off the brakes. We're rolling. Speed live. We got good rumble sounds. $100 knots. Right, get up and see Daisy. Jesus, just about, lads, just about. Positive rate. Into gear in. There's a big Betsy, isn't it? Flaps in. This is a big, big machine. Hey, Epic Fool is here. Good to see you. Epic, I checked out an Epic helicopter. The exec jet from, or the Jet Exec from FlyInside. Absolutely incredible, man. Right, what do we like exterior? Yeah, the sounds are a letdown, aren't they? But man, oh man, it looks good, doesn't it? Jesus, lads, it looks incredible. state of it. It's very nice. A C130 Herc. The sounds aren't great. Now, can we launch the flares? Someone keep an eye on the flying there, will you? They don't look like flares. Don't see flares there either. If I was a flare launcher, where would I live? Fuel correction? No, no. Lights, gear, pumps. Oxygen. More lights. Flares are on the flight stick. Don't see him. It feels heavy. Yeah. Let me see. So that's all lighting, right? Flares. They gotta be up here somewhere. Let's see. Temperature control, air conditioning. Props. Fuel. Oxygen. Bleed air. It can launch flares, I know that much. There's gotta be a button here somewhere, right? Check your volume controls? What's happening with the volume? Power drop. Air deflectors. They don't work. The plane is too quiet. It's just shocking loud when you're outside though. Know what I mean? Where's the flares? Huh. Hold the yellow flare handles. Yellow flare handles. Where do you see those? I don't see those. Josh, can you be more specific? There's a lot to the cockpit, isn't there? Oh look, you can open that mid-air. Oh yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it comes with its own sunroof. That's a nice feature. There's probably something in the manual to launch flares, to be honest. I don't see a switch that we can actually use. Brakes, power, nav, that's all radio communications. Yellow handle by the throttles, that's your parking brake. Nothing there that I can see. Nothing here that I can see. Flares are an extra $20. They're not modelled. Nothing there is modelled. We've lights here, alright. Colonel Fork, the very man! It only took me an hour to start it. Can you remember where the flares are on this thing? Oh, hang on. No, that's not that meter.
Can I get a refund?
Is there a CSO station? I don't think that works back here, though. We have lights back here. That's okay, Colonel Fork. More oxygen. We'll figure out the flares the next day. There is flares modelled on it. There's a couple of manual even. Community folder. Captain Sim. There's no manual. That makes total sense. Alright. Tis what it is. You only have the H model there. It's a brand new one. Unless there's a button for it. What do we reckon? Rudder, is it? No. Don't need a manual. It's a beautiful looking model though, isn't it? So this is the new J version, Colonel Fork. It's pretty much like the last one. But like there's supposed to be a way we can launch fellas out the back and all that sort of jazz. Where did the freaking tablet go? Jesus. I suspect there should be a click spot for the tablet. I've lost the tablet. You had one job, Murphy. One job. Your little tablet, and you've lost it. It's probably on their forums, maybe. There's no kind of click spots around here. The tiller is modelled. Seat is modelled. A little click spot in the window. Mother of Jesus, don't open the window. Good man. Parachute doors, flare dispensers. How do we launch the flares though? Weight and balance. Auxiliary captain, first officer, cargo rear. Okay, we got cargo. Our doors are open. How do we launch the cargo? There's got to be a way to do this. There's like button binds and stuff. Captain Sim. C130J. Surely they have information or a manual. Forums. C130. Okay, let's have a look. Doesn't say. Will it not do like a manual or something, no? One stops, updates, grand, manual coming soon. Like the manual is coming soon? Really? Really? Manual coming soon, right? So we don't know how to do the thing. Manuel? Yes, Mr. Faulty. Like, you'd be all day trying to find the click spot here. There's no manual telling you what to do. And even the checklist startup, or the checklist, they don't tell you correctly how to start up the aircraft. So, like, look it. It looks beautiful. It really does. It needs a sound set. They said they're going to get one, which is, like, that's good news. But without knowing where the friggin' click spots are, I don't see anything on their forums. Hang on, here's something. Okay, we got window visors in. That's not too shabby. Plenty of click spots for, like, you'll never know. Did Colonel Fork make a starter video for the Herc? You probably did. And I forgot and I didn't watch it. Because I'm a Muppet. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's a beautiful looking machine, lads, isn't it? Like, it really is. Like, that's gorgeous. In any man's language, that is a phenomenal looking model. So we just need to know what makes the thing, you know, tick. You know what I mean? What about gear animation? Not too shabby. Jesus, look at the flaps. I'm just pressing random buttons now to see what happens. They don't seem to do much. Rick Miller! The Heli Manager program, only for the web version, is not flight modeling system. It's just a management console of the aircraft. The Heli Manager? Well, no, I think you can affect the flight model on it. It won't show me now because I have it turned off. It has potential, but they have to follow through with their promises. I agree. And look at, lads, this is all about, like, I'm not endorsing a product. This is all about, there's a new aircraft out. No doubt it's going to raise, you know, a bit of interest because, well, it is an iconic aircraft, right? Yes, thank you very much indeed for the raid. Welcome in. Like, it's very much, here's a brand new aircraft. Someone's going to say, Jesus, I wonder if it's any good. Hopefully this will show you. There is definitely autopilot off. There is definitely quality to the aircraft, but they're kind of leading us a little bit astray with the lack of a manual, or, you know, even the forums have, like, there's nothing on it. Like, you need to kind of better equip your customers with, like, information so they know what to do and how to do it. You know what I mean? You don't want a control E scenario. Oh, look, we can move the curtain, look. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Moloch, good to see you. Welcome aboard. But yeah, look, interesting aircraft. Modeling is superb. Visually, it looks really, really nice. It's superb looking. And it is such an iconic machine, this yoke. Where's the little click spot now for me tablet? There it is. So, close ramp. Refueling hatch, that's pretty cool. 90k to repair your truck after last night. Brilliant. The flight modeling system is a custom Vatsim inside the sim. The fact that marketplace versions don't have Heli Manager externally at all. The marketplace versions don't have Heli Manager externally at all. Oh, the in-sim market one. You can remove the panels and see the mechanics. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that, Rick. It was beautiful. What a machine. We just need, Jesus. Better sounds are on the way, but no details. And hopefully we get a manual. Because we're going to need a manual for this thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, the sounds are crap. But I still think you have a bit of fun flying it, you know what I mean? Guys spent 30 hours modding how to open a curtain and forgot to update the manual. Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, stick figure, you could do that, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's definitely an option. What about our nighttime lighting? It's pretty good, actually, isn't it? It is pretty good. The visuals are... What's that do? What's the curtain? The visuals are quite good in the aircraft. There's like... What does that do? Oh, never mind. I'm just pressing random stuff. The visuals are really good in this. So it's only a matter of figuring out what everything else can do. Look at the formation lights on it. They're class looking. So it's another good effort, but I just think it needs... it just needs a bit more kind of friggin' information. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I think I upgraded my C130 from sounds from FT Sim. Yeah, there's no update, there's no ETA in the sounds. FT Sim does do sound package for this though, I think, yeah. 100%. Old man Shaggy, good to see you. Right, lads, that's going to leave it there for this evening, for our festivities. We've got a lot covered. And, oh, the airport. Hang on a second. We're bringing it back to the airport. Orbx's airport. Oscar 54, which is Weaverville. It's on panel 8 for the flares. Aha. Echo 19 is making sounds for this. Nice. Okay, so, yeah, we'll figure out how to fire the flares the next time, I suppose. And we need to move our airplane because it's like stuck in the middle of a building. There we go. Right, all is well in the realm. So, the scenery, lads, the scenery. This is from Orbx. So it includes the airport that we were checking around, right? Trinity Air Service. Not in the hangar. No, not in the hangar. Take off downhill. Overnight tie down. $3. Jesus, that's not bad. Unless, of course, you had a C130. Then they'd be saying, But as you can see from the area, it's nice, isn't it? It's in a beautiful forested area. Like, 'tis absolutely stunning. And then if memory serves me, there's a helipad or something over here, is there? So zoom up here good and high. I think they've modelled a helipad in somewhere. Here it is here, look. So across the way. And it's actually optimised so you can drive around in the Juice Goose. See the roads? So the scenery is designed to do all of that. And there's stuff to see, look. That's a ramp, for instance. Do you know? And there is a helipad over here. So yeah, it's nicely done, isn't it? And then you kind of cut across town again. And you're over to the airport. It's like $11 or something. It's really, really nice because, I mean, look, if all the custom trees here, it's like, I think it's done very well. It's a really nice Orbx scenery. And like, look at the location you're in. It's gorgeous. It's an interesting little place. I like it. So we thought we'd show that one off for tonight. Somewhere new, somewhere interesting. So it's Weaverville. Weaverville. Oscar 54. And, well, you're up that neck of the woods, California. Neck of the woods, I think. Yeah. We're not too far away at all from, where's that airport over there? Reading. Funny enough, we're very close to Reading. But anyway, lads, that's going to do it for this evening. I want to thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. Everyone here on Twitch and, of course, on YouTube. Keep your eye on YouTube tomorrow. just saying, keep your eye on YouTube tomorrow. You'll get an alert. You'll get a ping from me saying, hey, there's something. Do be sure to watch it. Then, friends, on Friday night, starting at 1900 Zulu time, sure, come on in. You don't want to miss it. You just don't want to miss it. So, looking forward to that. Have a great evening, day, night, and you'll see me tomorrow at some stage. And then we're going to catch you then on Friday night. So until then, thank you all so very, very much indeed for tuning in. We'll go over and plan a raid, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Do you know? Ah, don't hit me with a frying pan! Oh, jeez! This is hairs! You just hit me with a frying pan!
That actually did make a noise!
Of course I made a noise! You hit me with a frying pan in my head!
Turn around!
Why would you hit me with a frying pan? Don't hit me again! Ah! Yes, it makes a noise! You're hitting me with a frying pan! Annalisa, did you put her up to that? Jesus, me head! Oh, who hit someone? I mean, come on! Who hit someone with a frying pan, for God? Right. All the landings, Cat batted you in with this.